Hi, this is Jill Diamond from the WBC, and I'm here with Sal Musemeci. Is that correct?
Musemeci, but we'll let you slide.
Musemeci. So I'll make the same mistake that most people make. Anyway, Sal has brought boxing back to Brooklyn big time, and it's our pleasure to work with him at the WBC. And also, Sal did one of the first, if not the first, big fight in China.
Yes,
right?
in Macau, China.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, it was at the Venetian Hotel in Macau, China. And we had Derek Rossi fighting Ray Mercer was the main event. And it was a great experience. The people in China were great. People at the Venetian were great. It's a beautiful hotel. They had a nice room. We had 5,000 people there.
Wow.
And it was very interesting.
Are you thinking of going back there?
I think we'll go back in the future. You know, it's going halfway around the world, and boxing business is tough enough as it is, but the travel and all involved. But yes, I would go back.
But how exciting! And do the Chinese fans react any differently than the American fans do? I mean,
no, not much of a difference. They maybe not as noisy or as loud as the American fans, but they appreciated the event.
So what's exciting here in the States that people can come and get involved in? I mean, tell us something that's great that's happening.
Well, what's exciting here, especially right out of New York, is there's a lot of young talent. Boxing is really thriving, and there's more and more shows going on. We have this upcoming show with Paul Wallach fighting Troy Browning for the WBC belt on this, and you have two fighters, which I'm proud to see these days. You don't see much of a fighter with a 20-0 record and a fighter with a 20-1 record fighting each other. And this is the way fights used to be, and this is what's needed for the boxing and business. Fighters not being overly selective about who they fight, but understanding it's the fight business, and they're real fighters fighting to make their way to put them in line for a world title fight.
It's great. And how is Derek Rossi doing? One of New York's favorite.
Derek's doing great. Derek, not just a great boxer, he's a great individual, a great person, and he's doing fine. He just fought, come back from Germany, fighting Dimitrenko for the #2 spot, and he was winning the fight, and a few circumstances in the fight went the wrong way, but he took it well, and I know he's gonna be there a few more fights, and he'll be knocking on the door of the world champion.
Well, that's what's so great about boxing, is that the outcome is always spontaneous. Nobody ever knows who's going to win. I mean, but Derek has always been one of my favorite, and I know everyone who meets him is completely enthralled with him. He's just a kind individual.
That's right.
And who do you have? Anybody else that we should know about that's exciting, up and coming right now?
Yeah, I just signed a 16-0 with 15 knockouts
Wow.
welterweight, Alexis Camacho. Yes, he resides in Texas. He's a Mexican fighter, and a big puncher, strong puncher, and we're looking at another 3 or 4 fights for him, and he'll be knocking on the door of Miguel Cotto.
Wow.
And great fight, Mexican versus a Puerto Rican, and that's what we're looking to do. That'll be a big fight.
So you're like in one of the toughest professions in the world. You know, Jimmy Cannon called boxing the red light district of sports. I mean, it's a world.
I was putting it mildly.
It's a world of freelancers. You know, I mean, it's amazing just to keep it organized, keeping it together, and covering all of the bases. So, any advice for anyone who dares to do what you do? Yeah,
don't give up your day job.
Well, it is the daytime, so. All right, thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay.